Hey Pisces, how are we all doing today? Hope you're doing super freaking awesome. And how have your dreams been lately? Because I feel like people are like coming for me in my dreams and I hate that. So, having flashbacks of like say exes like wanting to come in for you and it's almost like their dreams are like bleeding into our dream space and our time space because there's unresolved issues, and not of us, it's like of others, and it's leaking into our dreams. And it's like, oh, cut that shit off. If you've got lots of like black tourmaline or black obsidian, put that in your bedroom or any other protective crystal you feel drawn to, and keep some on your body, and do just a bit of a protection ritual before you go to bed, and just say, my house or my room, my energy is protected and no one is allowed to enter that energy or that field, because damn, the energy is picking up, and it's like people that are at a lower vibration are trying to infiltrate and almost bring us down, but unintentionally, and they're trying to siphon our energy. So you might be waking up feeling like super tired, frustrated, fed up, cranky. Like it's because it's like you're in bed and at night you're like keep away from me. It's exhausting. and it's been quite crazy. So just always protect yourself and keep doing you. Just don't pay attention to others and like let them deal with their own chaotic shit, and you just keep being like the high priestess or the high priest, like don't let anyone come for you. Just like you keep doing your meditation practices and you keep vibrating higher, and that'll keep you away from them. We've got expansion here. Educate your mind and your senses. So it's almost like the whole keep in a cocoon, like keep the fuck away from me. Go back. Like don't come near me. It's like you can see yourself in like a little protection cocoon. So maybe that's a good visual to have as well. But also, some of you may be deep diving into your soul. And I know there's such a focus on my purpose. Why am I here? What am I doing with my life? Or alternatively, you could be living in your purpose, but you're wanting to make a bigger impact. And you're wondering, how can I do that? So the energy expansion is here for you. So what you need to do is just chill for a bit. Like literally just like cocoon yourself back up and just chill for a bit. Get out, I was just saying that to my women's group as well. Just like get out your notebook and just dream for the future. Like it's like being more your intuitive feminine energy rather than your masculine actioning energy, because there's messages that need to come to you, and they can only come to you when you're playful and peaceful and you're looking after you and eating well and not skipping meals just because of your work. Light codes. Oh, there's literally, these are timeless readings, but the time I'm filming this, and obviously this will be true for you if you're watching this later, is the last couple of months, the energy has been heavy. This is not the prettiest card, but anyway. The energy has been heavy, like third eye activation. See, we've got the purple here. It's like crown chakra. Third eye activations, clearing out the chakras, grounding these light codes into, earth. And as Pisceans, we're like light workers. We're ultimately here to help awaken the world. But this is another reason why we're so tired, because we're just taking in so much energy. So it's very important to like hydrate and to rest and to, I just hear play and have fun. So Five of Swords is in reverse for that one. So it's like no longer being the victim. And I just feel a lot of like people just trying to take too much from you, take too much time, too much energy, and like you've literally gone, you're stepping out of that. You're like, no more. You're like, you put up your boundaries and not letting people come at you or take too much, or you can sense it straight away. Whereas before, you were so empathetic, and because you're a healer, you just want to help people. But now you're like, nah, these these are my boundaries with people now. And if I sense, you know, X, Y, and Z coming into my energy, I just kind of like shut it out, because you've got more important things to do, you know. You've got work to do, which is we need to graft in these new light codes and this new energy and this whole new way of being. Mercury's in retrograde. Knight of Swords. See, I'm getting the whole rest from this one too. It's just like, you know, Knight of Swords is usually about fast action, like coming in quite quickly, and I just feel like there's a whole, either you're going too soon or you're in this energy. It's like you just need to stop and just chill for a bit, because things are, yeah, okay. And things are not feeling right for you right now, because you're not, needs to be your focus now. So like ground as much as you can in nature and just take time for you to appreciate the moment, to touch the plants and just go, nature's in nature, beautiful. Look how all different, you know, like I put this in this little tub because it's how cute this is. It's so small, and I thought, it probably won't last very long, but it's been happy because I think it started out just like this, and it's love and life. You know, just appreciate those type of things. It's like, be at peace with yourself and be at peace with nature. This will help this energy for the light codes come in a whole lot easier, and it'll stop you from being so tired. Some of you may be seeing as, when am I going to get my 10 of Cups? Because we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. These are such pretty cards. You know, when am I going to get my happy family, my emotional fulfillment, you know, my new, you know, be close to my family, or maybe if family didn't work out, or do you know what I mean? It's like, when am I going to get my ultimate happiness? And the universe wants to say, you will, but there's work you got to do first. So I hope you enjoy, you know, this advice. And I know it's hard. It is hard work. Like, I used to get pissed off. I remember when I was going through, you know, hard time a couple of years ago, maybe not that long ago. I'm just like, you want me to do all this work for humanity, yet you don't like provide for me financially. And the thing was, I was being provided for. Like, you know, even having savings, that's being provided for because that money was there. And yeah, like I ate through it at this time I had off. But now with hindsight, I look back, it's like, well, I was getting near to like the finances disappearing. And this is when I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my home. And then I just heard my guide say, you won't lose your home. And then like I got a job, took 4 months, but I got a job. But in that 4 months, like now I look back in hindsight, my God, the amount of like soul evolution I went through, the growth, the healing, there was so much I had to process. Because think about it, like this lifetime's been traumatic enough, let alone like this lifetime we're transmuting all the other lifetimes, and you know, we've put our hand up to like be the light workers, plus we're getting rid of karmic patterns from our ancestral life, that we're doing so much. So I needed that 4 months off in the grand scheme of the universe. So what, I lost some money. Do you know what I mean? But at the time, it feels like devastation. It feels like my whole life's falling apart. And it's not until later you're like, I get it now. Do you know what I mean? And now I feel like the universe does provide for me. Like I don't have to stress about it. And then every time I think of this, there's a bill coming up, and my mind goes, what if I don't have enough money? I just affirm money is always coming to me. The universe always provides for me. It's like reaffirming what you want instead of what you don't want. So some of you might need to hear that. This is a cool reading. Like every day I do them, it's like, and I just love them more and more. So exciting. Mindful wisdom. Woo-hoo. The L. This is like the epitome of Pisces. The wisdom, elegance, the grace, the knowledge, and the knowledge that comes to you at nighttime. Like, I don't know about you, but literally like I could just like drag my body around for most of the morning and maybe like early afternoon. But then all of a sudden, like my energy just like takes off. Like as soon as it's like late afternoon, then we get to that witching hour at dusk, and then it's like all of a sudden the sun disappears, and then you can see the stars, and then I feel that's when my wisdom comes through, connecting to all the stars, because you can see them, right? Of course, they're always there, but now you can see them. It's like a straight channel, straight portal of wisdom that comes through to you. And it's like just channeling over the top. Like you're receiving so many messages, and if you're not doing this already, try to channel at night under the stars. This is when you're going to gain your wisdom and gain a lot of clarity, because your soul has a lot of things it wants to say too, but we just kind of don't really take the time out to hear it, which is really sad. And I get it, like we get so busy and stuff doing our thing and doing what we do. But it's just, even if you set a like alarm on your phone for whenever, like 5 p.m, 5 to 6, I'm going to channel, or, you know, 9 to 10 p.m, I'm going to channel, or, do you know what I mean? Like just put a reminder on your phone and recur it every day. And if you can, just even if you're out, just snooze it. But it's just good to kind of try to get into that pattern of things. Dark night of the soul. This one flew on the floor. Life brings new meaning. You know, I feel like we've all had many of these bad boys, unfortunately. But you've learnt lots of lessons. Some of you could be going through like one right now. And that might be like, it's like a bit of a tower moment in the tarot. Like it's because these light codes are cleansing your energetic and being, as well as your etheric energy, and gaining your connection to your celestial chakra. This is cleansing. So if you're experiencing this right now, just know it's for the purposes of cleansing and for your highest good, so you can attain deeper wisdom because you're ready. And if you're like fairly new on your like dark night of the soul journey, they do get easier, because you're like, oh, it's just another one. It doesn't phase you as much, and then it's not really a dark night of the soul. It's just like a bit of an energy adjustment. It's just things keep ending and moving, ending and moving, ending and moving, until you get the messages, until, you know, you work through your shadow sides, until, you know, like there's so much stuff we need to work through. But just take it step by step. There's no rush. You're not behind some sort of weird schedule. It's all happening in beautiful divine timing. Just make sure you nurture yourself. And the thing is, if you connect to spirit more during this time, this is what's going to help release this energy more for you. Because when we kind of, and some days you do, if you're having a really bad dark night of the soul, you're just you shut the whole world out. You know, you're in bed for 2 weeks or whatever to process it, and that's fair enough. But once you hop out of it, start communing with your own soul, and things will be a lot easier. I've got the Celestial Channeling course, so if you want to go to michellecool.com and have a look what that's about, like if you want to learn and get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and your guides and the archangels and stuff, that's a perfect course for you. And there's a lot of like, ask a lot of questions, you know, to help prompt and shake up, you know, your beliefs and your doubts in yourself. And building your confidence in that intuitive area really helps you not feel this as much. It's like, it's okay. I understand it for what it is. I've, you know, generated awareness. I've asked myself some questions. It's not as scary as I thought. And you'll move past it. So I'll just get a couple more tarot cards. The moon. So there's something that is not being revealed to you as yet. You know, especially with like dark night of the soul energy, you can't always see it for what it is as yet. Like and there's aspects also hidden from you because you're not ready to see them. You know, it's like a point of perception. You know, when I was younger, because I went through lots of hard times, I would just be like, why are you doing this to me? I must have been a horrible person in my past life. And you kick and blame and you scream and you yell, and nothing gets done. You know, I wasn't ready to do what I do now. I wasn't ready to heal. You know, the timing wasn't right for me. So then the universe gave me a bit of a hard time, and I had to go through more harder lessons and harder lessons, until it brought me to the point where it's like, okay, now I'm going to study psychology. That was my first healing tool. And that shifted and changed my energy and changed my life. Do you know what I mean? Because I was ready. And that was my first stage of awakening, with the end of the main calendar, beginning of Age of Aquarius in 2012, December. It kicked off more for me 2013. So, you know, and I've been on that journey since. So it's all about timing. This could be your timing now. You know, and it has to be hidden from you, you know, your purpose, and the universe will divvy out, okay, here, this part she needs to heal. Okay, I think she's ready for a bit more of a challenge. We'll get her to heal this part. Okay, now we're going to show her this lesson, and hopefully she gets it. Oh, okay, she didn't get it. That's okay. You know, we'll give her some time, and then we'll give it to her again. But that's going to shift and move her over here. She's going to start asking more questions. She's going to meet this person that tells her about this awesome, you know, spiritual person or counselor or whatever. And she's going to go, oh my God, yes, I need this, and go for it and run with that and learn. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully I've explained that enough. But something will be, if it's not, I feel like it's being revealed to you right now. 3 of Wands, the reverse, and the Empress. Been hearing a lot about the Empress. Oh, next card wants to come out. Sun in reverse. And Star, the Empress. I feel like you're ready to like birth a new part of yourself. I see this as like a internal transformation. And you know, like a lot of the time we can feel like, oh, I'm ready for change, or I'm ready for this, I'm ready for happiness and stuff, but you're actually not, because there's things you're not seeing. It's like our ego will tell us, you know, try to convince us that we're ready for certain things, but we're not. The 3 of Wands in reverse. You're just not, you know. And I look back, I think 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, when I started like my Facebook page, and then it was like a couple months later, and I was like, you know, I'm ready to live in my purpose. I know I'm supposed to do really big things. Like, when is it coming? You know, and now I look back, it's like, oh my God, like I was like 4 or 5 months into my journey, like, really, Michelle? You know? But at the time, it's just like the frustration kicks in. It's like, but I'm ready. Yeah, no, I'm ready. Because if you're ready, then it would be happening, right? So just kind of let go of the outcome. So there's, you know, you're birthing this whole new beautiful side of yourself. It's like being a fresh... Okay, so I'm seeing like people just going through trauma and then literally rebirthing themselves. So consider yourself and nurture yourself as a newborn baby. Be very gentle with yourself and get that you've got to learn bits and pieces. You can't just get up and run, right? A baby takes time, and certain age it starts to learn to crawl and then walks. And that's kind of where you're at spiritually. Obviously, this is not for everyone. This is for some of you. This is the message that needs to come through. So you feel like you're not getting your like ultimate happiness here with the Sun in reverse because of that. But this transformation needs to come through first. So keep doing you, work on you, nurture you, keep learning, keep growing. I still learn every day. I learn new things all the time. Like, it's addictive, you know, because the more I learn, the more I can share with you and my clients and my groups. Do you know what I mean? So don't ever stop learning. Don't ever think there's some sort of end date. You'll be learning till the day you die. And that's exciting, because life, for me, life would be boring if I wasn't learning. So I hope this helped you. Please let me know, and have a wonderful day. Bye.